Hello student, today we are going to learn the second division, that is Bryophyta. In the previous video we will learn the first division, that is Thallophyta. In this video we will learn second division, that is Bryophyta. Okay, let's start. Observe and discuss. This point is for self study. Okay, understand this point. The next point, this group of plants is called as an amphibians of the plant kingdom. This group of plants is called as an amphibians of the plant kingdom. So what is meant by amphibians? Amphibians means they grow in a soil and in a water. Means they grow in soil as well as in a water. That is why they are called as an amphibians. This group of plants is called the amphibians of the plant kingdom because they grow in moist soil. Because they grow in a moist soil but need water for reproduction. That is why the group of plants in this division, they are called as an amphibians. These plants are thalloid. These plants are thalloid, multicellular and autotrophic. These plants in the group of Bryophyta or in the division of Bryophyta, plants are thalloid, multicellular and autotrophic. You know that autotrophic means what? Autotrophic means they can make their own food. They reproduce by spore formation. In the division of Bryophyta, plants reproduce by a spore formation. The structure of the plant body of bryophytes. The structure of the plant body of bryophytes is a flat, ribbon-like log without true roots, stem and leaves. The structure of the plant body of bryophytes is flat, ribbon-like log without true roots, stem and leaves. Instead of they have a stem-like or leaf-like parts. They do not have a root, stem, leaves. Instead of they have a stem-like or leaf-like parts and root-like rhizome. They do not have a stem, root and leaves. Instead of they have a stem-like or leaf-like parts and root-like rhizomes. See here. Here is that. They do not have a root, stem, leaves. Instead they have a stem-like or leaf-like parts and root-like rhizomes. Okay, they do not have a specific tissue for conduction of food. They do not have a specific tissue for conduction of food and water. For example, moss, that is Funaria, Merchantia and Anthoceras, and last one Rixia. Okay, then next observe this figure. Here is a, they do not have a root, stem and leaves, but they have a leaf like parts, root like rhizoids. Here is a rhizoids, leaf like parts. Okay, they do not have a stem, root or leaves, but they have a leaf like parts, root like parts, that is rhizoid. Okay, the next division, that is Pteridophyta. Okay, third division, that is Pteridophyta. Plants from this group have well developed roots, stem and leaves. In the Pteridophyta group, plants have a well developed root, stem and leaves and separate tissue for conduction of food and water. In this Pteridophyta division, plants have a well developed root, stem, leaves and separate tissue for conduction of food and water, but they do not bear flowers and fruits. They do not bear flowers and fruits. In the division of Pteridophyta, plants do not bear fruit and flowers. They reproduce with the help of spore formed. They reproduce with the help of spores, and these spores are formed along the back or posterior surface of their leaves. That is, here is a. Okay, they reproduce with the help of spores, and spores are formed along the back or posterior surface of their leaves. For example, ferns like Nephrolepis, Marsillia, Pteris, Adentum, Equestum, Selaginella and Lycopodium. Okay, these are the examples of Pteridophyta division. These plants reproduce asexually by spore formation. These plants reproduce asexually by spore formation and sexually by zygote formation. These plants reproduce asexually by spore formation and sexually by zygote formation. Okay, they have a well developed conducting system. Okay, we will stop here. Next point on next lecture.